Hey guys, Tim here with the update video. Acquired a couple of snakes since I did my last video, so I wanted to show you those. Everything's going good. It was just kind of a busy time with Thanksgiving and holidays, family, and things like that. And made a couple changes to the room and got four more snakes. So let me pause this for a minute and I'll show you what I've acquired, what I'm going through, and the changes that I've made to the room. Want to represent the Golden Knights. I live in Vegas, as some of you probably know, so this was a special edition t-shirt they did at one of the games. So yeah, go Vegas Golden Knights. So let me grab the camera up and I'll show you what I got. All right, so the first new snake I have, I picked up about a week ago. Went down to Long Beach and picked this up from Brandon James Reptiles. I was down in Los Angeles on business, so I picked this girl up while I was there. And this is a female GHI. Again, just a hatchling. But you can see the beautiful colors and the subdued, or not subdued, but the skinny alien heads on the side. Beautiful white belly. And she is exactly what I'm looking for in a GHI. So I'm looking at putting GHI probably with Mojaves and a couple other things that I have. So yeah, this was one that I've been looking for a while. So it's straight up just GHI. All right, and the next one I picked up, this one is from DCM Reptiles. I bought it off of Morph Market. And this is something I'm real excited about. And this is, again, is a female. And this is a Lavender Albino. And it's 66% het pied. So I'm going to pair this up with my Pastel pied male. And eventually down the road, we're going to be looking at dreamsicles, but that'll be 2 generations down the road. But right now, just looking at doing either some albino pieds or, depending on how the 66% turns out, I'll at least have some hets. So yeah, this is her. Loving her. Is probably my favorite snake right now. But yeah, this is once again, a female Lavender Albino, 66% het pied. All right, and then I have 2 more, and these kind of have a story behind them. This one here is a female, I believe to be Super Pastel. Oh, it looks like she just shed. So she's a little sensitive. Sorry about the camera work, but I'm on my own here. So this is what I believe to be Super Pastel. You can see on her backbone, it looks like some scarring. I got this from my local pet store. I have a good friend that works at the pet store here. And she was owned by somebody who, I believe the conditions were too damp and got, I believe it was scale rot. And they got the snake through that, recovered from it. And they just decided they just didn't want to deal with the problems that snakes can have. So they gave it to the pet store. Of course, as soon as it got there, my friend called me and said, hey, do you want this snake? Can you take care of it? And of course I said yes. Once again, it's a female. They didn't know whether it was male or female. I probed it. It did turn out to be a female. I think it's Super Pastel. It's kind of hard to tell with some of the scarring on the back, but I believe it's either Pastel or Super Pastel. The head is quite washed out. So That's why I was thinking Super Pastel. Also has the yellow lips, but doing very well, eating very well. It's had 2 meals now here for me, and now it's shed out. So I'm hoping some of that scarring with the next few sheds will kind of go down a little bit and not be as noticeable. But even if it doesn't, good healthy snake, body condition is good, and I'm going to take care of it. And if nothing else, it'll be a pet. But I do, if it's Super Pastel, I'll look to proving it out and breeding it. So yeah, that's the snake from the pet store. So the next one right next to her is a male, again, what I believe to be is Enchi in my limited knowledge in my short time with snakes. And it looks like he's just shed out also. So this one was a classroom pet, and it wasn't, they didn't want it at the school anymore. Once again, went to the same pet store. The person brought it in and gave it up to the pet store. And he called me at the same time. I picked them both up at the same time. He's like, do you want it? Do you want to take care of it? Basically kind of a rescue, so to speak. And brought it home, set it up in the tub, cleaned it up, treated it for mites. Even though I didn't see any on it, I do that just to make sure that I'm not bringing anything into my collection. But yeah, so what I believe to be an Enchi, it doesn't have any eyes in the alien heads. It's got kind of a lighter yellowish tan belly. Cool pattern on the stomach. But yeah, so that is the other new one. And I probed this one also, and this is definitely a male. And it is breeding size. I want to say it's about 1,000 or 1,100 grams. So, and it looks like I need to do a little cleaning in that tub. But yeah, so that's my 4 new snakes. All right, so the other new change is I built my incubator about a couple of months ago, actually. I got the cooler for $100. It was actually a working cooler. It's hard to see with my sheds up here, but I have a Vivarium Electronics thermostat on top. I did 11-inch wide heat tape down the sides, across the bottom, and back up the other side. I replaced the stock fan in the top with a computer fan. So it's pushing down. The stock fan was pulling air up. I wanted the air to push down, so when the hot air rises, the fan will push it back down to the bottom. It's got a light in the front, and I just drilled a hole in the top, ran the thermostat down. I've seen a couple of different methods of doing this, but I'm going to put the probe for the thermostat right in dead center of the incubator, because I think that's going to give me the best idea of what the temperature is inside the incubator without having to open the door. So yeah, I don't see having anything to incubate probably for a year, but I have it up here in the room. It's in place, so I think I pretty much have the room set up the way I want it now. And looking forward to the first time I can breed, incubate eggs, and start producing babies. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 females and 9 males. And I started out buying a lot of males, and then I kind of moved to buying females. If I could change the way that I did this, I would have started buying more females first, since you can have many females to just a few males. And I think that's a better strategy, is to have have more females so that you can breed certain males to numerous females. So that's something I would probably do different. But other than that, pretty happy with the direction I've gone. And I think I have the makings to do uh, the combinations that I want to make. So there you have it, everybody. That's where I'm at right now, what I have going on. Um, really looking forward to being able to breed. I don't see it happening for another year at least with some of my bigger snakes, but I think I have the snakes that I want now. I have 22. Much to my wife's delight. I think I'm done buying for a while. I might add on to my 50-40 at some point just to have more room for when the hatchlings grow and get a little bit bigger and be moving them into the bigger tubs in the ARS rack. But other than that, I think I got my strategy set, and I think I'm going to be good for a little while now. So look for future videos. I'm going to do something on my leopard geckos. I have 2 leopard geckos that I promised a video on them a while back. Also thinking about doing a commentary concerning people that I follow on YouTube and opinions about them. Just see what everybody else's opinion is, and maybe get some ideas in the comments for other people to follow that I haven't discovered yet. So look for that in an upcoming video also. So everybody, hope you're all doing well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you saw something that you like in the video. And until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.